open today. Today is the opening day of Sugar Bowl ski area. So that's pretty exciting. Although there's not a lot of snow up there, but they've got a lot of man-made snow. So that's going to be pretty cool. Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Julia, how are you?
Good.
Awesome. Okay. Turn on your video, everyone. Those are the housekeeping rules. So we can see your moneymaker, right? Hey, Ron Benning, what's happening? Big Ron.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, good. And we've got Eric Katz in the house and Patrick Hake. All right. Well, it's Friday, Freedom Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I don't know why. It seems like this was kind of a long week after Thanksgiving. And but it's been a great week and there's just a ton of opportunity. And so I was kind of brainstorming with my lender Shannon Hoff with
Your lender,
American.
Cindy Lou Who.
Shannon, woohoo! Good morning, Shannon. How are you?
Good morning.
Shannon has over 200 costumes. So who are you today, Shannon?
I'm Cindy Lou Who, not woohoo.
Okay, Lou-hoo. All right. So, hey, let's just go ahead and get started. Shannon, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been a lender for I think 17, 18 years. It feels like it's been forever. It's my third career. I had a modeling and acting agency and a school before, worked for Nordstrom corporate, and then just stumbled into this industry. I feel like a lot of people had stumbled into lending at some point or another, just like in real estate too. But for me, I am always myself, 100,000% authentic. My clients become my family. I invite them to a million events a year. I'm texting them for their birthdays, texting them for everything, and just always wanting to stay in front of people. And one of the things that I like to do is to give them information on whatever social platform that they're at, and that they are on. I actually, every time that I close a home with a client, I always add them to my social media. I ask them what platform that they are on, just so that I'm not, like, my followers are everybody that I know and that people that trust me. And I don't just go and try and get people in the Philippines or in India or anything like that. So everything is really intentional for me, because I can't answer questions from people that I'm not going to do business from in the future. So we're going to be going over some social media stuff today. I've been really focusing on it probably for the past 4 or 5 months, but I have about 1,600 posts and reels on Instagram, which is a lot of my focus, and Facebook. So I'm just going to be asking you guys some questions. You don't have to answer, just raise your hand. Who here likes reality TV? Anybody? Okay. Who here has Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? Okay, got it. Who here is posting twice a week? Raise your hand. Good. Once a week, raise your hand. 0 times a week, raise your hand. Okay. Do you, but who here watches the stories on Instagram or Facebook? Watches other people's stories? On the stories that you watch, do you think that you're learning from them, or is it just for entertainment? Who here learns from the stories? Okay, who here watches them for entertainment? Who here wastes 15 minutes a day just scrolling? It's like, oh my God, where did 15 minutes go? Okay, so the thing is that people love reality TV, right? So we don't have to sit down, turn on the TV. We can just use our phone, which we use for everything, for business and all of that, to scroll and watch reality TV. And we get lost in the shuffle, right? So I would say, people, you get inside your head and you don't think anybody's going to want any of your information or anything like that. But just think of yourself, how you're scrolling through, watching mindless stuff, right? And when you do come across something that you're like, oh gosh, this is good content, let me listen to it. Then you stop and you listen. And then sometimes you go to that person's page and see what they have, right? So for me, that's my, where I'm trying to focus. Does anybody read books to learn or go on, get emails from different channels to learn about your industry? Are you guys all real estate agents here? Yeah? Okay. What platform are you getting emails from that you read? Maybe once a week or ever?
Inman News.
What? Inman? Okay, got it.
The
Anybody
newsletters
else?
and Car sends so many emails, it's crazy.
Both of those have amazing information too.
Yep.
Do you think that your clients, friends, family, people that know, love, and trust you, do you think that they have some great information on those sites for them to learn?
For them to learn? Sure.
Yeah. Because right now people are in a fog. They don't know what's going on in the industry. So people that are your clients, friends, family, so on and so forth, they're going to look to you for information because you're the expert, right?
Mhm.
But if you're not posting, how are they know that they're going to know that you're the expert? So that's what I focus on. Okay. I have friends that have 1 million followers. My son's an influencer for the car industry. So he has a few 100,000 followers on all of his Instagram pages. Me, I don't have followers like that, but my followers are super intentional, and I'm very intentional about trying to educate them on what's going on in the industry or give them ideas about purchasing or whatnot in the future. Okay. My friends that have 1 million followers, they have the same amount of comments as I do, except for I don't have to promote to the whole entire world. It's very focused. I am licensed in 19 states across the United States. So I do also focus on other states too. I don't pay for any ads or anything like that. That might be in the future, but just simplifying everything, right? So I'm just going to talk to you guys about some simple things that you can do. So the majority of stories, reels that people watch are kind of like reality TV. And you guys kind of agree with me on that, right? Yeah? Okay. So one of the things to think about is that, first of all, get out of your head, because everybody's posting a lot of stuff that are just kind of mindless. Stories, you can just post about your everyday life. Tom, I know you're good about that. Everybody knows what's going on in your morning, afternoon, days. They know how busy you are, but they also know by your reels and some of your stories or just regular posts that you are in this industry and you are an industry expert because you give them information as well. So content strategy, keep in mind, it's not about, it's about them, not you. Okay. So what do you think? What do you want to look at? What do you think people want to learn from you, right? Start quick, no introductions. So when you see those, because you have literally like 1 second to grab somebody's attention, right? So when somebody's getting on their reel or their story going, hi, my name is Shannon Hoff, they're gone. So you have that hook. You can either put it in writing above before you even start talking, or you can say it within the first 1 second to get people's attention to listen to you, to see what you have to say, right? Start quick, no introductions. Be clear. You don't have to be clever, okay? But just be clear on what you want to say, what you want for people to learn from you, right? Content should follow the 80-20 rule, which means that 80% of the information they came to your page for, 20% of personal stuff. If you are only posting 100% of information, people don't know you, right? They kind of want to know you. Like, Tom, you're posting about your daily life, you know, your vacations. They know you love to ski. They know you're crazy and jumping into the pool. at 2 degrees. Not many people will do that. And that's actually what I see with a lot of people that are influencers in our industries. They're posting personal stuff 20% of the time and stuff that people can learn from the other 80% of the time. Stay in your lane. Okay, so for example, for me or for you guys, how to maximize your money in real estate or finance, okay? How to avoid a mistake. Do you guys have clients that you learn from on every transaction? Damn, I wish people knew this. Like, for example, for me, I'm closing on a client today. Amazing family. Been working with him for 3 months. They had tried to get a loan from somebody else, blah, blah, blah. I ended up closing them in a couple of weeks because they had to come my way. Told them in the beginning 3 months ago, do not deposit cash. Told them again, it's on every single one of my emails. When they send over their bank statements, guess what? They deposited cash. So it's like, that's something that I want the world to know. Do not deposit cash, right? Or don't go out and buy a Ferrari right before you close on the home. What do you guys want people to know? What are some of the most common mistakes that people make?
They need to be pre-approved before shopping.
Okay, got it. Who in here's learned that lesson? That's a great one. Another one.
They need to be ready, like actually want to move forward and do everything rather than just in love with the dream of owning a house.
Okay, got it. So that's stuff that you guys can post. Why do they need to be ready? Why do they need to get pre-approved? Because they're going to be let down. They're going to find their dream home and then get disenfranchised for the whole process, right? So that's stuff, that's good content for people to know. So just things like that, how to maximize your money, how not to make a mistake. 2 things right there. So there's 2 different types of formats, okay? Posting to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You can do it standard widescreen like this, right? For when you're doing longer videos. If you're doing, this is good for short videos. This way, TikTok, Instagram, Reels and Stories, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So those are some tips. Who in here does open houses? Okay. Do you guys ever go into the open house and go in and do like a quick story video? Yeah? Patrick, you were shaking your head.
Yep, every time.
Okay. So how are you doing it? Like, are you on 4G?
Oh, I'll do a reel or a story the day before and just do a quick video walkthrough with people.
Okay, got it.
And then typically we'll make a post that just says that when it's happening and share it everywhere.
Okay, got it. So you guys can actually, when you're going in and doing a story, I would suggest putting it at 4G, which means it's going to be very clear. Keeping the camera as close to you as possible, so it's going to be steady, right? Having it under a minute for sure. If you can get under 30 seconds, that's great. You can actually increase the speed on it. And I can do a quick class with you guys on that too, and put music behind it. You can put real music if you're going to be talking, instrumental, very low at 8% or below. Okay. Do you guys know how to do that?
On Facebook, yeah.
Okay, good. And do it at a 0.5% too, instead of the full 1%, so that you can get a wider screen.
I was referring to the music part, not the 4G.
Okay, yeah, no. Okay. 4G is for it to be very clear. And the music is for background. People love to listen to the background. It grabs people's attention, especially if it's a song that's close to them. Or it's a song that's trending. So you can actually put trending in when you're looking for a song and the trending will come up.
Bear with me for 1 second.
Do you guys know the trending that's like an arrow? Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay. Can you guys see this right here? Do you see the arrows right next to it?
Yes.
That means that that song is trending. That means that a lot of people like this music. If you're going to do where you're talking, then you look for trending instrumental, because then it's too busy, right? You're talking and the music is talking too busy. So always look for trending instrumental,
So you're doing that straight in Facebook?
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. And with the 4G, is that a setting or it just depends on the device you have?
So, I mean, what do you have? Do you have an iPhone?
I have a Samsung Fold.
Okay, Samsung. So I don't know, but I can look that up for you.
Most of them, if you just go in your camera settings, you can do it. Just know if you leave it on 4G, it'll fill up all your storage really fast if you don't turn it off for regular pictures and videos that you're sharing with people.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. Okay. So, video topics and ideas. Questions from clients. What are some of the, so these are just like topics you guys can have. What are some of the questions that you get over and over and over again? Give me one.
How much are the closing costs?
Okay, got it. Who else gets, how much are the closing costs? Anybody else? Okay. So if everybody's getting how much are closing costs, that would be a good story or a reel, right? If you want a call to action, you can also say, hey, DM me if you want for me to send you this information. Direct message. And then you have to look at your direct message. Like I have a whole bunch of people that I have to get back to regarding ADUs, accessory dwelling units, that Cal HFA is in like 10 days, Cal HFA is giving $40,000 in grants to people for ADUs, right? So I have a lot of people I have to get back to for that because they want information about it. I provided something that people are interested in. People are interested in closing costs because they're confused. You can also do a story on, hey, guess what? You can get the seller right now. It's the holidays. There's less people looking at homes. You might be able to get the seller to pay for your closing costs. DM me if you want more information on this. Okay. Problems clients face and how to solve them. That's a good topic idea. Infotainment, teach people, share useful hacks and information. Show the product, real estate and mortgage, home tours, real numbers. You can actually put a video camera. And this, I get like the most amount of views. A video of me writing down $500,000 purchase. Just looking at it. 20% down. This is your payment. An average car payment is $716 a month. Do you guys know that? If they pay off their car, say that they have $100,000 saved, right? Put 10% down on their house, pay off their car. I mean, put 10% down on the house that they're going to be purchasing, pay off their car. Guess what? They're going to qualify for a lot more money. So that's stuff that people don't know. People still think you have to put 20% down to purchase a home. So this is stuff that you guys can educate people on. And don't get in your head because it's actually super easy. Pardon? Who's in Hawaii right now? So what other information do you guys want? Are you guys nervous about posting regularly?
No, I mean, I think it's great information. I mean, the industry is evolving so much, and I just feel like everyone is spewing stuff out there. It's good, and social media is an interesting phenomenon, right? That's both infotainment and all that. And I look on TikTok to learn and Facebook, like silly stuff, and they're different channels. I know a lot of times what the best practice have been saying is don't just say just sold, just listed and post that stuff.
Absolutely.
I've heard that. I find a lot of realtors. I mean, have you guys ever heard the saying? I feel it's funny about conferences. They're like, you know, how is the conference? And they're like, it's a bunch of pencil salesmen trying to sell pencils to each other. And I feel like social media realtors, it's like, it is like it's the feed is just putting all these other realtors in my feed. You know, it's kind of interesting. So I kind of feel like it's almost like 90% of, at least in my little neck of the woods, outside of the community posts, your feed gets absorbed with other realtors posting more about, you know, it's just kind of interesting. I don't know.
So are you learning, like, are all of them just going, hey, I sold this house and
A lot of them are
days.
doing that. And I feel like sometimes it's value, sometimes like no value. Sometimes I'm like, I don't think that's, you know, but everyone's different. I don't know. I'm open-minded for sure about what makes sense, but it's like realtors trying to sell to each other. I feel like that's the algorithm because it's constantly connecting realtors together, you know? Have you guys experienced that? Patrick, sounds like you have seen it.
Clearly, I mean, you could throw yourself into the social aspects of being a realtor and know nobody but other realtors. And that's really, we shouldn't be doing that. I mean, it's great for networking and being here and learning from each other, but ultimately we should be meeting strangers that don't also sell real estate. I think Nick Krim was on these conversations, and his approach to showing success was to talk with the narrative format about what happened in your transactions, as opposed to just posting just sold. Be like, hey, I just sold to these people and this is what happened. And
Right.
you know, we had challenges with their qualification, but we found a way to buy down their rate. And it was a great success, and the seller contributed, and I'm super happy for them. And then that, I think, sticks for people a lot more than just sold and I'm a top producer.
Yeah, no, the stories and the narrative. You know, I got one challenge where I'm trying to get clients, like they'll tell me I just closed the deal, like, thank you so much. You've gone so above and beyond. That was awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm like, hey, can I get a testimonial? Oh, absolutely. Can I do a video testimonial? I'm like, oh, my hair is not okay. And I don't know, Tom, do you get video testimonials from clients, or do you have reluctance from people trying to give those? And what do you say? Like, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So I mix it up. You know, I think the overall goal is to have personal, business, and inspirational posts on a consistent basis. I mean, you don't have to be great. You just have to be consistent. And like Shannon said, you don't have to overthink it. Just do it. Just do it. And obviously, you know, like Shannon said, the tips, I go with 5 tips. Number one is you have to start off with the hook, because they're going to hang up quick. They're going to move on quick, you know, some sort of a hook. Hey, why would you even consider buying a home right now? You know, with interest rates so high, something like that. And then after that, you introduce yourself. Hey, it's Tom Daves with eXp Realty. Then from there, you provide the stats and the market info, because you know, you have to provide the facts. There's so much misinformation out there, but if you can show some stats with your content, and then also after that, share a story. You know, hey, John and Susie, to your point, John and Susie recently came to me and they were really frustrated. They thought interest rates were high. They wanted to wait. But what we did is we were actually able to find them a home. We had the sellers buy down the rate, and now they're successfully in a home and they live happily ever after. So then after that, then you have to have a call to action. So give me a call when you can. So I hope that answered your question. It was a long answer to a short question, but yeah, definitely tie in the stories. And I know we have Lexi Stewart on here. Lexi, I know that you're a social media pro. What tips do you have or questions?
Well, one thing that I would suggest is incorporating ChatGPT with your social media and anything that you're posting. You can get so many ideas. If you guys are, you know, lost for ideas of what to talk about, ChatGPT is absolutely a game changer. And if you're not already incorporating that in your business in every aspect, you're really missing the boat. So if you guys want more information on that, we can talk offline about that. But one thing that I teach the agents that I work with is to figure out who your ideal client is and figure out what their pain points are and what their problems are that they're experiencing. And then you become the solution. And that's what you post about. You, like, for example, if your ideal client is a senior or an empty nester, what are their potential pain points? If they're seniors and they're in a 2-story house and they have stairs and they have knee problems and they're having trouble getting, having to go up and down the stairs all the time, that's a problem that they're having. That's something that you can be the solution for. Let's get you into a single story, right? So when you can figure out what the pain points are and what the problems are and become the solution, those are really great talking points for social media.
So what I'm hearing is that you have a hook, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Within the first couple seconds, Lexi, you got a problem, you got a solution. The
Mhm.
hook, okay? This is the worst mistake young buyers make. The problem, they
Yep.
think that they have to come in with 20% down to purchase a home. The solution, they're gonna be better off paying less money down, purchasing now, and just paying that little extra money for PMI versus waiting when the house is a lot more money, right? So next Thursday, you guys, I'm gonna be doing I have an editor, okay? And he's very fast. I already have a whole bunch of things, like 30, 40 different ideas. All you have to do is read it, okay? And I have a whole room set up with lights and with microphone and with a camera, okay? If anybody wants to come to my office next Thursday from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m., I do like 30-minute slots, okay? And then I will have it professionally edited for you and sent your way. Come on in. And then at least you can get one of them done, right?
Wow, that's a great offer.
I have
So
all of the things you can say. Easy. Just read
wow,
it.
that's
Is
a great
anybody
offer.
interested?
So,
I'm
do
in
you mind-
Roseville.
Okay, do you mind just putting your address in the chat there? That'd be great.
Okay.
Plug in your that's next Thursday. That's December the 7th. American Pacific Mortgage she's on Lava Ridge. Man, take advantage of this. The whole key is to do something, okay? Take action, because there are so many agents right now in this market and they're fearful, they're afraid. So what most of them do is they don't take action. They sit back. So just take action. Just do something today. Make a post, take a photo, do a video. Like Tony Robbins says, just take focused, massive action. It doesn't, so many agents are, there's ready, there's aim, then there's fire. So many agents are getting ready to get ready to aim to fire. Just fire, fire, fire. And take the advice that Shannon says. So Shannon, thank you so much. If anyone wants to get a hold of you, what's the best way to reach out? What's your phone number?
It's 916-705-0445. And here's the thing, you're not going to be waiting around. I will schedule 30-minute appointments and I'll have lunch here too. So, it just gets kind of the ball rolling and going over. I'll give you a whole bunch of scripts, you guys, and just teach you how to use your phone. I'm not the super expert, but I get coached on this stuff too. And it costs a lot of money.
You will have so much fun. That's the one thing that Shannon will bring. She'll bring fun. I mean, take a look at her, life is too short. So reach out to Shannon. Thank you all so much. Thanks, Shannon.
Okay,
Now you
thanks
got
you
your
guys.
installation.
Best of luck. Happy holidays.
Thanks, Shannon.
Have a great
Thanks,
weekend,
guys.
y'all. Thanks. See ya. Go Niners.